I'm Vliet Hagman, and my major is communication studies, and my minor is women's studies. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm almost done my degree. I have one more semester after this one. I enrolled because I'm at the end of my degree, and I'm kind of like, okay, what am I going to do next, and thinking about that. And when I saw the course come up I saw it on the my Concordia portal or whatever as the announcement, and I was looking for classes that I could take because I'm finishing my minor and then I needed electives, and I was pretty bored with the electives that were offered. So when I saw it, I was like, okay. And yeah, again, feeling like I'm going to finish my degree and I don't really have any of the tools that I need to, or I wasn't feeling like I had any tools. Like I had all this academic theoretical background, and I'd studied only in one way, which is like reading books, taking lectures, and I just was like, I don't feel capable, and I have all this knowledge. So I thought maybe it would help, or at least, yeah, as something different. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you get out of the CEL and 98A, the orientation course in the fall?
Well, what did I get out of it? Because of where I'm at in my degree and where I'm at in my life, I guess it was a good experience for me to do the learning style, like think about who I am, like what my learning styles are, maybe that they're not the same as everyone else's. Like that sounds really basic, but it was really interesting to spend time thinking that that's something that's important to spend time on. And so that was cool. And then I also, it was nice to talk about actual places in the community, people that are active, organizations, and I really thought that the part about how businesses and organizations are incorporated was really important knowledge for me personally, just thinking about going out into the world and like who you want to work for and what part of society you want to be part of. It's something that you don't really consider when you're just studying a subject, and then you're going to go, like I'm in communication studies, so that can go into any place in society. Basically, we have communication studies, communications in every aspect. So yeah, where do you want to insert yourself in society? That was pretty important for me. And yeah, I guess also I found the structure of the class, it was really different, and I felt really uncomfortable at the beginning, like just because I have like the anonymity of most other classrooms is kind of just easier, and being Francis really calling us out and getting us to say who we were and what we were thinking and making us sit with each other and get to know each other even if I didn't want to was really feeling uncomfortable, and then having to come back was an interesting thing for me too. Yeah.
Was there some personal learning around that?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Like just seeing myself be so uncomfortable, and I'm not uncomfortable. Like I'm very outgoing. I don't have a problem. And I was like, why am I uncomfortable? And like, why? Like, I would idealize this style in my mind if I hadn't been part of it, and then I was part of it, and I was like recoiling and like wanted to put my iPod on, you know, that kind of thing. So that was an interesting thing for me to learn about myself and think about what I was previously hiding from, and like where I was with my education in terms of how I was going about learning, and like, you know, sort of this like half in, half out sort of passive learning or something like that. And when you're getting called out, you really have to like commit, you know, and be engaged, I guess. Yeah.
And you're starting your practicum. Where are you going to be doing it? Are you doing what?
I'm doing my practicum at the Concordia Greenhouse, which is a project of Sustainable Concordia. So it's a really new project, and there's just one paid employee so far in the Greenhouse project. So I'm there, and I've kind of created my position to do some of the communications work, because I thought that it would be interesting to practice what I did my degree in, I guess, in an organization that I believe in a project that I feel passionate about. But yeah, it's a very new project, so it's going to present lots of challenges, but that's where I am, yeah.
And how do you see that a course and courses like this can be useful to all undergrads? Do you see that there's opportunities there?
Yeah, definitely. I guess I feel like I'll repeat myself now. Yeah, it's very useful, I think. And like for me anyways, like I'm 24, so I'm a little bit older maybe than some undergrads, but not necessarily, and I'm near the end of my degree, and I think this has been super influential for me in my degree, and I almost wish that I had the opportunity to, again, be called out a little bit more and have to practice what I'm learning. Because I think, I mean, it's a really easy thing to say because it's sort of almost a cliche thing people say about university education right now, but is like that applied learning sense and where you're really connecting your academia, which is super important, with what you're going to be able to do afterwards. And I think it would be really good for all undergrads to have that, even if, to sort of apply whatever it is that they're studying in a real setting and see if they're actually interested in that before they further themselves, and just like to see that they can be productive as students also, and not just like, I think that was a big thing for me throughout my undergrad, is just feeling like disconnected from the world and like not productive in a sense that I'm contributing, because I'm just like spending all my time reading books and writing papers that no one's ever going to read except for my professors. So being able to actually engage with the world, I think, is really important to give meaning to why you're studying. And maybe that's something that I just struggle with, but I think conversations I've had with other people would reinforce that. I don't know.